I think it has to be up to individual footballers. I think that's the point. It doesn't hark back to the BLM organisation. What it harks back to is one brave individual, Colin Kaepernick, who took the knee because he wanted to make a non-violent protest about police violence in the US.
But it's been co-opted.
It may have been co-opted.
And they only started doing it after the BLM
This is absolutely
protests.
the other people started doing it as it became more widely spread. BLM may have co-opted it. BLM co-opted some things I agree with, some things I disagree with. That doesn't mean that all political protest is therefore illegitimate because it can be co-opted.
The mass adoption, though, wasn't about Colin Kaepernick, was it?
The mass adoption is where I think there has to be questions, because what I would want is for individuals who do care about this, and there are several individuals, and they are, in the Premier League, care about systemic racism in the country, who want to say, this is a thing that I care about, something I'm going to put my time and energy and effort into.
So
if I wish to drop my knee for 30 seconds...
It's about the system, it's about society.
Football's part of the system and society. If they wish to make that point, they should make that point. If they don't wish to make that point, there should be no impetus for them to do it. I think it should be up to each individual footballer, rather than anyone saying you all have to do it or none of you can do it at all.
But the reality is, because it's so political, and like you said, it's about, the wider system being racist. It's not really unique to football. If it were unique to football, they'd be pushing for things like the Kick It Out campaign that was about racism in football, which is obviously appalling. But because they're making such wide points about racism, it's similar to certain players in sport not wanting to wear the LGBT flag because of personal religious views. There's sort of a group pressure for these people to adorn themselves with these political statements, and if they don't do it, they're painted as a racist or a homophobe or not really caring about the issues. That's why you just have to keep politics out of things that aren't inherently political. Sport isn't political.
But saying that is in itself a political statement. Saying things that should be apolitical and saying you cannot make this statement is itself political.
What?